Oh my goodness, guys, it's official, and it actually happened. James Harden was traded to Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond. I mean, are you kidding me? This has to be one of the craziest trade deadlines ever, so why not come on to NBA 2K22 and simulate a best-of-7 series between these two teams in a potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup? Now, as you see up on the screen, I forced the wins for both these teams to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. Also, before we get the simulation started, comment down below which team you think is going to win it and how many games they're going to do with it. And as we look at these new NBA rosters, I still can't get over it. This trade actually went through. They've been talking about it, but it actually happened about 2 hours before the deadline ended. But I actually think this was a good trade for both sides. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Nets got a little bit better here with Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, my bad, and Andre Drummond. But now you got Ben Simmons who could play defense, he could play make, especially on the fast breaks. You add some depth with Seth Curry, and then you got Andre Drummond in the paint as a backup center, or potentially even a starter, actually. And the 76ers, for them, they kept Tyrese Maxey, Thibault, and they got James Harden. I mean, that's a win. If you're asking me, that's a win. They kept their guys who are young, and they got James Harden. But guys, I literally can't get over how crazy this deadline was. I'm so excited. I know you guys are too. These videos in the past couple of weeks are going to be insane. This NBA season, the rest of the way, is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to watch the Sixers play the Nets in real life. But anyways, it's your last chance to comment down your predictions. Who's going to win this best-of-7 series? The new Nets, the new Sixers. Game 1 begins here in Philadelphia. So let's get there right now. Brooklyn leads by 2 in Game 1, about a minute to go here in Philadelphia. Can the Nets take Game 1 on the road, or can the Sixers bounce back and win this one? Here's Embiid against his former teammate, and he puts it in. It's a tied game. And oh my goodness, this makes me excited watching on 2K. Imagine this series in real life. It has to happen, as here we go. Tie game in Game 1. The Nets trying to steal it on the road. Here's Durant against Tobias Harris. He has him isolated at the top of the key. The screen from Andre Drummond. Here's Kevin Durant. Ball deflected. Stolen by Embiid. Here come the Sixers. It's Maxey on the break, 34 seconds to go. Here's Maxey in the paint. Harris, fadeaway shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Kevin Durant, about 30 seconds to go. Each team out of timeouts. Tie game. Durant working on Harris to Drummond. Oh, he dunks on Embiid. And Brooklyn has a 2-point lead. 22 seconds to go. And here comes James Harden, the newest 76er against the newest Brooklyn net, Ben Simmons. And Ben Simmons is here in the Bruise on the road. As here is James. Harden on the drive, throws it down. Ties the game. What a game one we got going on. And here is Kevin Durant with the game clock turned off. No timeout. Durant top of the key. A chance to steal Game 1 on the road. Tobias Harris will defend. The screen from Drummond. Here's Durant on Embiid. Goes up. And he puts it in. Kevin Durant with 0.4 remaining. No timeout. James Harden at the buzzer. Almost goes in, but the Brooklyn Nets steal Game 1 in Philadelphia. And they take the series lead. What a finish. So as we look at the stats here in game number 1, Joel Embiid 34, 11, and 7. James Harden had 28 points in his first game as a 76er. Tobias Harris 20 and 10. And for the Brooklyn Nets, they were led by Kevin Durant with 27, Irving with 21, Andre Drummond at 18, as Ben Simmons at 15 and 9. Anyways, Brooklyn has the series lead. Let's enter game 2. The 76ers will hold off the Brooklyn Nets in Game 2, and there will be no foul from the Brooklyn Nets, as the Sixers will tie up the series 131-126. Your Game 2 final. Philadelphia a big-time win as they get one at home. And a big game for James Harden, 35 points, 12 assists in his second game as a Sixer. Joel Embiid 32. They combined for 67 points. How about that? As what a game it was for Kyrie Irving, 40 points. Durant at 25. Drummond's having an amazing series. Ben Simmons 15 assists. Oh my goodness, but they lose in Game 2 as we're tied up in the series, headed back to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets trying to defend their home court, and they do in the first game, as they will win Game 3 124-96, make it 126. Kevin Durant with no sportsmanship for the CPU. And a huge game coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. You don't want to lose that game and go down 3-1 in the series. And as we look at the stats, Ben Simmons has been balling on this Nets team in this simulation. 25 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, a triple-double, shooting 12 for 16. And for the 76ers, Joel Embiid with 25, Harden with 23. He only went 9 for 21. Didn't have a great game, but anyways, Nets lead the series. Let's head to Game 4. Can the 76ers tie the series as they're up by 1 in Brooklyn as the ball is almost stolen? Here's Kevin Durant on Tobias Harris, goes, blocked by Embiid. Here come the Sixers up by 1. Under a minute to go here in Game 4. It's James Harden working on Simmons, has Embiid in the post. They go right back to Embiid. Embiid draws a double, out to Harden to Tobias Harris, back to Embiid at the free throw line. Here we go. Can they get the dagger and extend their lead? Embiid with nothing to Harden to Tobias Harris. Now the shot clock winding down under 4 seconds. Tobias Harris gets the paint, goes up in the shot, rolls off the rim, rebound, here come the Nets, and the fans are on their feet. But look at this matchup, Durant against James Harden. This is what we wanted. Durant takes Harden to the basket and throws it down. Nets have a 1-point lead. Oh my goodness, this game is getting crazy, as this could very much well be the biggest possession for the Sixers in this series. And right now, Joel Embiid has the ball with 20 seconds to go. He's stuck up in his tracks. He gives it to Harden on Simmons. Fadeaway jumper. Bang! James Harden, a big shot for the Sixers. 1-point game. 13.5 seconds to go. And I think we know who's going to take this last shot. It's Kevin Durant one-on-one with Tobias Harris. Shot clock off. Game clock down to 6 seconds. Here we go. Durant isolated. The screen from Aldridge. Durant driving. Durant rises over Embiid. No good. Sixers tie the series and they get the stop. If Durant makes that shot right there, this series is potentially over. But James Harden and Joel Embiid get it done in Game 4. And honestly, Ben Simmons is having a better series than James Harden. Not saying James Harden's playing bad, but Ben Simmons 27, 12, 9, and 4 steals. What a stat line, as they will lose this game by 1 point. But as we look at the 76ers, Joel Embiid with 39, 18, and 9. What a game for Embiid. James Harden, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He had a great game. Anyways, this series is tied. Let's go to Philadelphia. And for the first time in this series, the 76ers will take the series lead. They'll win Game 5 here at home, 123-111. Irvin puts in the layup, but it's all over. The Sixers are now 1 game away from winning this Eastern Conference Finals matchup, as now the Brooklyn Nets will have to win an elimination game. And even though the Sixers won, James Harden struggled, only 9 for 22 from the field, but carried by Joel Embiid with 34, 17, and 6. What a game for Embiid, as Kyrie Irving led the way with 23 points, Simmons with 22, 10, and 6. Durant didn't shoot that well, but anyways, it's time to go back to Brooklyn for Game 6 of this series. Philadelphia has a chance to end this series here on the road. It's tied up at 116 in Game 6, as here's Irvin on Maxey, and the shot won't go. And now here come the Sixers, a chance to take the lead. It's Seibel with 50 seconds to go, stopped by Curry. In the paint, a scary pass. Harris catches it, and he puts it up and in, and the Sixers have the lead. So who will Brooklyn go to later in this game, down by 2? Will it be Irvin or Durant? Durant missed that shot at the end of Game 4. Will they continue to give him the ball in the clutch situations, or will it be Kyrie in the corner? Back to Kyrie. Shot clock winding down here. Nets out of timeouts. Irvin isolated on Maxey. Crossover. Snatch back between the legs. Again between the legs. A pull up. No good. Good defense from Philadelphia. And here come the 76ers. A chance to end this game with a basket right now and end the series. The fans of Brooklyn are chanting defense. Harden in the paint. Embiid against Drummond. Fade away. And it's no good. Rebound Brooklyn. No timeouts. Down by 2. Here comes Simmons to Kyrie. Kyrie Irving at the 3-point line. Oh, look at this. Simmons has the mismatch, putting his way in the paint, backing down and scores. Ben Simmons, a clutch basket, and he ties the game. Timeout Philadelphia, 4.5 seconds to go here in Game 6. And the Philadelphia 76ers, after the Ben Simmons make, have a chance to win this series. Harden to Embiid. Embiid gets a look, and it's no good. We're headed to overtime. The Nets season isn't over yet. What a basket from Simmons, and what a stop from Brooklyn. And now we enter overtime here in Game 6, and we are still tied up as James Harden in the paint to Embiid, and he makes it. And now the Sixers have a 2-point lead again. The Brooklyn Nets keep getting back in this game, but they can't seem to take the lead here. And it's Game 6, where they're down 3-2, so you need to get something to force a Game 7 in Philadelphia. As here's Irvin in overtime, looking for Simmons. Simmons had that clutch basket to send to overtime. Now here comes the screen from Aldridge. Irvin and Embiid. Irvin, nothing, goes up with it, and he scores over Embiid. How about a tough finish from Kyrie Irving? And now only 38 seconds remain. The fans are on their feet. Here's James Harden once again against Ben Simmons. They've been battling at it all series long. Harden wants to go back to Embiid. No, he's got him isolated. Ben Simmons trying to stay with Harden. Great defense. The step back from James. It's no good. Ben Simmons doing it on both ends. He pushes the floor to Durant. Durant against Harris in the paint. His layup. It's no good. Gets his rebound. Still in the paint. Now kicks it to a wide open Irvin. He doesn't take the shot. Draws the double. Swinging around to Curry. Open for 3. Bang! Seth Curry from downtown. We haven't seen him all series, and he steps up, and now it's a 3-point game. Down by 3 as the Sixers trying to force this game to go to overtime in Game 6. Inbound, Embiid pulls it from downtown, and he got it to go. Joel Embiid connects with a 3. We're going back and forth here in Brooklyn. No timeouts. Irvin driving with 3. Wide open is Aldridge, and throws it down. What a game! Brooklyn leads by 2. James Harden. No, we're gonna go to Game 7. What a finish in overtime of Game 6. The Nets win this game by 2 points. A game-winning assist and 34 points for Kyrie Irving. Ben Simmons with 26 points, 13 assists. He had that game-tying shot to send it to overtime, and they won this game, so that was a big-time shot from Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid again, a monster game, but now we have Game 7. One game to determine the winner of this series. We're going to Philadelphia for Game 7, so strap up and let's go. We enter Philadelphia for Game 7. The Brooklyn Nets will come back from a 3-2 deficit, and they will win this series, and they win 131-122 in Game 7 as they take down the 76ers in this crazy best-of-7 Eastern Conference Finals preview. I mean, both of these teams played honestly so good. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today's simulation. I hope you enjoyed it. The Nets ultimately beat the 76ers in 7 games. I really hope this series happens in real life. And again, I appreciate your guys' support so much. Let me know down below who's your favorite team in the NBA. And without further ado, thank you for watching. It's Halftime Productions, and we out.